Hi, my name is Jaden from Jaden's Automotive Journal, and today I'm here at Luther Bloomington Hyundai in Bloomington, Minnesota. In today's video, I will be doing a walk around on this 2026 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy Hybrid. I am especially excited to do a walk around on this Palisade because Hyundai redesigned the Palisade for the 2026 model year, and spoiler alert, they vastly improved it for the new generation compared to the outgoing generation. So let's dive right in. Starting up front, Hyundai completely changed up the grille compared to the outgoing generation. The grille here has a brand new design. Your Hyundai logo is right here, and the headlights are going to look vastly different. The all-new 2026 Hyundai Palisade comes standard with LED headlights with LED daytime running lights. Next up, we're going to talk about the wheels. Wheel sizes will vary depending on which trim you choose. The S, SE, and XRT trims will come standard with 18-inch alloy wheels. Limited trim has 20-inch alloy wheels. And the calligraphy trim, which is the top trim, which is what this model is, has standard 21-inch alloy wheels. So you have a lot of choices when it comes to wheel size. Also standard are body-colored side mirrors. Up next, let's talk about exterior dimensions. The all-new 2026 Hyundai Palisade measures in at 199 inches long, 78 inches wide, and 69 inches tall, making it exactly the same size as its sister, the redesigned 2027 Kia Telluride, because the Palisade is built on the same chassis as the Telluride. Now let's talk about the rear design. When redesigning the Palisade, Hyundai didn't mess with it too much, which is why it looks similar to the rear design of the outgoing model. And I really like that. Back here you will find your Hyundai badge, Palisade spelled out just like the outgoing model, and full LED tail lights. Additionally, your rear wiper is hidden under here. Now let's get into the interior features on the 2026 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy Hybrid. Before we dive into the features, I'd like to talk about the steering wheel for a second. So the steering wheel of the outgoing Palisade has the regular Hyundai H for a logo here. But the new Palisade has this design. This right here is how Hyundai is spelled in Braille code. This is something that Hyundai has been implementing on their newest models, such as the Ioniq 9. Anyway, back to the Palisade. Standard features include a 12.3-inch fully digital gauge cluster and infotainment screens, front seat vents, a dual-zone automatic climate control system, 3 USB ports right here, a wireless phone charging pad, 2 front seat cup holders, a 12-volt power outlet down there, and a split opening center console bin. But what I really like is how Hyundai was generous enough to leave a little space for if you wanted to store a purse. Additionally, you get a panoramic sunroof, which is divided into 2 panels, a panel up front and a panel in the second row. I would also like to talk about these buttons on the front passenger seat. These buttons are unique because they allow that passenger easier access to seat adjustments. Instead of having to reach all the way down here, they could just reach right next to them and adjust their seat like so. However, unfortunately, I am unable to demonstrate this because the battery on this specific model is dead. But I just wanted to talk about why these buttons are unique. Now I'm going to discuss the second and third rows of the 2026 Hyundai Palisade. Spec-wise, you will find 40 inches of headroom and 43 inches of legroom, which are great specs even for 6-foot adults. Those specs are also identical to the rear seat specs you will find on the 2027 Kia Telluride. Back here you will find seat back storage pockets, a household-style power charging outlet, USB-C ports on each of the front seat backs, and if you pull this out, you get a little storage cubby. You also have a system of second row climate controls up here. The calligraphy trim gets heated and ventilated second row seats, neither of which are super common in the mid-size SUV segment. You'll also find your second row vents in the ceiling. In addition to that, you get reading lights right here. Now this is a 3-row SUV, so I have to talk about the seating configurations. The Palisade has a seating capacity of 7 to 8 passengers, and the type of seating configuration you get in the Palisade depends on which trim you choose. The base SE trim has standard second row bench seating, and the SEL trims also have standard bench seating, but second row captain's chairs are available as an option. And the XRT trims, the limited trim, and the calligraphy trim all have standard captain's chairs. Moving on to the third row. Back here you will find 37 inches of headroom and 32 inches of legroom, which are pretty good specs for most people. Standard features include a heated third row. Yes, you heard that right, a heated third row, not very common in the mid-size SUV class. A power adjusting third row, also completely unheard of in the mid-size SUV class. 2 cup holders on each side, ceiling vents, and USB-C ports. And before we move on to cargo specs, there's one thing I forgot to mention about the second row. Window sunshades. Now let's discuss the cargo specs on the 2026 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy Hybrid. As I mentioned earlier, the battery on this model is dead, so I am unable to access the cargo area itself. But nonetheless, the Palisade gets 19 cubic feet of cargo space behind the third row, 46 cubic feet behind the second row, and folding all the seats down will unlock a maximum of 86 cubic feet of cargo capacity, which are about the same specs as the Kia Telluride. And despite being a new generation, the Palisade retains the power folding third row from the outgoing model. That is a feature not offered on the Telluride. Now I would like to discuss the powertrain on the 2026 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy Hybrid. I did mention that this is a hybrid, which means this vehicle comes standard with a 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine paired with an electric motor system that makes 329 horsepower and 339 pound-feet of torque, which, if you ask me, are healthy numbers for a mid-size SUV. And those figures help the Palisade achieve 18 miles per gallon of gas in the city, 24 miles per gallon on the highway, and 20 miles per gallon combined. And last, but certainly not least, safety features. Safety is paramount in any midsize SUV, and Hyundai knows that because the Palisade Calligraphy Hybrid comes standard with many advanced safety features, such as forward collision avoid assist, lane keeping assist, lane following assist, forward collision warning, and a blind spot collision avoidance system. I want to thank Luther Bloomington of Hyundai in Bloomington, Minnesota for allowing me to come in and shoot my video today. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new here, turn on the bell notifications so you never miss a post, and share this video with your loved ones in case they are looking to buy any new or used Hyundai, or any new or used vehicle. And if you have any Hyundai related questions and live in or nearby the Bloomington, Minnesota area, feel free to stop by Luther Bloomington Hyundai. Thank you.